Alright, now I'm back. I've got a 90-second, let's see here, 90-second delay. Let's do this. Gotta make some changes here so everyone knows what the heck's going on. We're gonna see if we can't get a codecaster here. Where is this? Alright, we're gonna play a little bit of music in the background while I figure out what the heck I'm doing. What date is this? I don't know what this one is. This is... I don't know. I can't remember which one this is. I gotta go look in the... Where's what I need? I need... this is what I get for just starting like all spontaneously. Let's do this. StarCraft. What's today's? What's the name of today's? Number 23. Okay. Alright. So update that. Alright, so I'm looking for the fucking bracket for the Platinum Diamond. Yeah, give me a second. I gotta go look at the bracket and see who's available for a game here. Alright, we'll see how this goes. I have no idea how the fuck any of this is gonna go. What am I getting messages for? Alright, anyway, I don't know who I don't know any of these people. There's July Terran. I assume all these matches are going on. I have no idea who is doing what. And I can't tell at all. So, yeah. Just do this. See what this looks like. I don't want I'm gonna pause my own video. I don't like hearing the sound of my voice. I'll be honest. I think I sound like shit. But we'll see. Yeah. Anyway, what's that? We'll see if I can get a hold of Pluto here. Maybe I can get him to cast with me. We'll see. And my computer may fucking melt down in the middle of this. Really don't know. We'll find out, right? Yeah. Where's my Skype? Can never find what I need. I don't see him. Oh, here it is. Alright. See if he responds. I don't know if my own stream will even load. Alright, looks like it did load, but I don't know. Alright, in the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can't get a Alright, looks like it's working. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this Skype call working and hope to God one of these. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call him. Maybe he'll answer, maybe he won't. I don't know. By the way, I apologize if the music is quiet. Let me know. I don't have a lot of control over what is going on at the moment, but we'll try to. Hey. Alright, let me see what's going on here. Alright, let's... Okay. Alright, no problem. I'll end that. We're not gonna have a co-caster. I am simply waiting to find a game to play. I don't know. We'll see. I don't usually do this sort of thing. I don't usually solo cast because I don't feel that I'm a strong enough person to do that. But we will give it a shot for whatever it is. Alright, so we're closing that. I don't know what the hell's going on here. What is Pluto saying? Alright, I may have a co-caster here, but I'm just looking for a match. So if anyone wants their match... Alright. So yeah. Anyway, welcome. I'm DJ Spectre. I'm going to attempt to cast the, I guess the second half of the Platinum Diamond Tournament tonight. My issue is that this wasn't expected. I wasn't planning on casting tonight. But, we're getting to that. So we're looking for a match. If I can get one, we'll cast. Normally, I'm not the go-to person for casting, but TJ Salt. Oh, actually, that's funny. That's usually me. Anyway, if there's anyone out there watching, I'm just waiting for a match to cast here. I'm also trying to keep my computer alive by not doing dumb shit like having my graphics card overclocked like I had before. I am trying to see if there's anything else I can simply close. That I can close. I don't need that running. So, if you guys are watching, appreciate your viewing. I'm waiting for a match. I need someone for a game to open up before I can go ahead and actually cast one. I was not originally the person that was going to cast this tournament tonight. Our regular Pluto was going to be the one that cast it. But unfortunately, his broadcast software went bonkers. So here I am, guys, trying to save the day for what it's worth, and get some decent level action games going here. Because you know, Platinum Diamond is not where everyone in the world sits. It does seem like the majority of people happen to be in either gold or platinum, but that's like the middle chunk out of the bracket setup. If you guys are just tuning in to watch StarCraft 2 for the first time, this is the ESL tournament that I'm casting today. I'm just waiting for someone to open up so I can get a game to cast. You probably heard me a few seconds ago say I wasn't the original caster. That's fine. I was actually in the tournament, but the guy who's supposed to be doing this has problems. You can sign up for these free StarCraft tournaments at play.eslgaming.com. You guys can go ahead and go there. This tournament's no longer available for sign up because it's underway, but there's another tournament on Saturday and then another one on Sunday that's North American, well, actually America's friendly. So Canada, South America, Mexico, whatever. If you're rocking it in Nicaragua, that's great for you. You should sign up because if you've got internet that can play it down there, you're probably having a whole lot more fun than your neighbors. Anyway, so in the meantime, you know what I'll do is just so we'll kill some time here. What was I gonna do? I was actually gonna do some. I suppose I could do a replay analysis of my own replay, I guess. While we wait. Actually, no. You know what? I'm not. What I'm gonna do is, where is it at? I'm gonna show you some of the terrible match histories I've had. So, like the match I had before. Actually, we'll go back to this. So we'll start with this. Yeah, this is the one I just lost. So, as you can tell, my army value was nothing, and part of that was because I just didn't keep up my workers, and I also didn't wall off, and so I got a worker hit here. I would have been fine if I'd have walled off my natural, but I had this really awkward wall, and it didn't do it. Part of the reason is because I haven't played a whole lot of StarCraft in the last like month or so. I got promoted to Platinum, but it just wasn't really flying for me as far as I wasn't having much luck with it. I was wrecking it in gold, and then went to Platinum, and now the beginning of the season until things like sort of even off. I think I'm going to continue to get wrecked in gold until I get promoted again. But anyway, I didn't have any upgrades. This basically is speed and something else. Probably, I don't know what else he got, but yeah, it hurt. I didn't have enough. I mean, his APM was fucking twice mine. Here's a 3 times mine. 4 times mine, actually. The thing is that I never get above more than 100 ever, anyway. Like, I just don't. I don't do that crazy spamming thing at the beginning. If I need to do 200 APM in a battle, I can. I don't warm up for it, though, because I don't care. And it doesn't seem to do anything except for tire my hands out, and I need that for later in the game. So, anyway, well, I was going to look for something else. Oh, yeah, if you guys haven't checked this out, there's a website called rankedforthewin.com. It's rankedftw.com. You can type in your name, and it'll tell you where you're at in the bracket, so you know if you're close to being promoted or not, which is kind of neat. It does take about 36 to 48 hours before it updates since your last game. Let's see if it shows mine, if it shows this season for me. Let's see here. No, let's see all. Let's see here. Yeah, see, it hasn't reflected the fact that I'm in gold again. It hasn't recognized that the season changed yesterday or 2 days ago. Whatever it was, it hasn't recognized it. However, let's see. Do we have a match? I need a match. All right, I'm gonna see if any of these people are still or any of these people that are in the bracket here are still in chat. Let's refresh the bracket and see if there's a new match available. See if anyone's advanced. Looks like Ward defeated Isle, which is EYL, so he's going to be looking for whoever Juan of Spain and Constant for that battle. In other matchups, we've got Weevil and Mara fighting at the bottom part of the bracket. We've got Tear It Up and Sardakur. Let's see here. Does he have... The other thing is, I don't know if these are best of 3s or what. Round of 16, I think, is best of 3, I believe. Alright, I'm going to turn that over because I don't want that to bother me. Need to find out, we also have, in the same round of 16, we've got Workhorse and Panda Prime. I've actually cast Panda Prime before. However, since I cast so many matches, I actually can't remember any of them. So I apologize to these people. I'm familiar with their names, but I don't know like what the outcome was. I don't think Panda Prime. I think he won like one best of 3, and then lost the next one. But I think he still put up a pretty good fight, if I recall. Above them, they've got Camul and Ghoul, which those names are easy to confuse, I suppose. And then you got Troy, and it looks like Ghost Control. And then Sixpool versus July Tern. So I'm gonna see if any of these matches are ready. Let's do this. I can't tell if he's there or not. Let's see. Alright. Oh, only round 1. So everything else is a best of 3 then. Alright, that's good to know. Let's see. No, it's not. I keep going in the wrong window. There's Ward. He's waiting. Reaper. Let's see some of these names here. Let's see here. Let's see what this group is. No, he's already in. This group is already in his match. So, tearing it up and Sardakar are already in a match. Ward defeated his. Let's see about Constant and Juan of Spain. They are. Well, Juan of Spain's profile isn't coming up because ESL's website went bork. Actually, I don't know what that actually is, so I can't actually view their page. Alright, let's see here. So, Panda Prime versus Workhorse. What is this? No. Alright, we're actually going to go ahead and get Pluto in here shortly. Let me see if Panda Prime or Workhorse are currently available. Negative. Alright, so Ghost Control is available. He's listed as busy, but alright. Looks like I'm getting the call. YOLO, what's up, bro?
Yo, how's it going?
It's going all right. Welcome to the fun time, the Fun Day Monday. By the way, if you'd like, I could add your pretty face to the casting lobby here, I guess you could call it. If you like, if you wanted to try a video call instead, it's up to you.
Have do you have like green screen stuff set up?
I don't have green screen set up, but you know what? We'll just make you look fancy back there. I do have a way to do green screen, but since I don't actually have it, I haven't tested it. So this will be the first.
Casting grab. I realized a long time ago it's much easier to just wear some sort of hat than it is to actually make your hair look good.
You know what? Hair gel, man. Hair gel. It works even with the scooter helmet. I take it off and boom, hair gel. My hair's just spiky all the time. By the way, thank you, Rail King. Look at that. He's. I can't tell what the emoticon is because I'm going blind here, but I still have to add Pluto's picture here. That would be important. Video devices. No, that's not you. Audio. No. Where's what I need? I guess screen capture is what I'm going for here. So, we'll do this. We'll use the big picture of you, Pluto, because you're a handsome dude and shit. Ladies love a handsome dude. There you go. By the way, this right here is Pluto. Welcome him to the stream. He does have a green screen thing. Unfortunately, I don't have mine configured, so it normally would blot that out. And I know where the feature's at, but I don't think I can do it live on stream to make it work. So we'll come back to that. Pluto, thank you. I've been talking to myself for 15 minutes. I think I'm going crazy over here. Like, literally. I think people think I'm going to start losing my mind.
Yeah, but we're going to start looking for games here. So.
I've been looking. We got... Looks like Tearing It Up just left his series. He won it. And it looks like Ward is also waiting for his opponent. But Ward is waiting for the match between Constant and Juan of Spain, who I've both seen before. I haven't played either one of them, but these guys like duke it out. Like, so even if it's like a game of 1, we might be waiting a while. So
let's see.
Even though this is the round of 16 is a best of 32. Sorry, best of 3.
Yeah, best of 32. That's
like the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
let's see here. Who are you waiting on? So Tearing It Up is waiting on. He is waiting on for Weevil and Mara. So if either one of those pop in there, that's who we're looking for. So
Okay.
we're looking for Weevil or Mara or Constant or Juan of Spain. But I gotta see what I couldn't get Juan of Spain's ID to appear on the bracket when you click on the verses. It looks like the image link is broken, so I don't know what his in-game ID is, unfortunately.
320.
Yes. So by the way, I'm sorry to hear that you've been having some OBS difficulty.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Hey, I wasn't involved this time, so it's not me, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, I never seriously thought it was you. But, yeah, we just added Juan of Spain. He's actually online.
Okay. So, if he's
Cyber-
online, what about
Cyber-
Constant? Constant is... Okay, so I've got Constant's number, but he's... Okay, so he goes by Constant in-game, it looks like, so... He's...
I mean, they're probably in game with each other, so...
Oh, yeah, that's so cute. They're high-fiving it up in a tournament.
Oh, and they're in a best of 3.
Alright, FYI, if for any reason this tournament goes past 10:30, I'm gonna unfortunately have to bow out, only because I have to go get my car still. You saw that in the chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I gotta do it before they charge me for another day of storage, and it's in a really terrible section of town. Like,
Let's see.
like terrible. Like, I'm gonna go there and there's a very good chance that I'll be shot, stabbed, robbed, or raped, and probably all 4 or 3.
In that order.
Yeah, you know the thing is, probably like they're gonna shoot me so I'm immobilized, and then rob me and be like, well, hey, look, he's immobilized. Let's just get a free piece of ass. I don't know. It's not that part of town. It's Humboldt Park, and like normally that part of town isn't bad, but it's weird. There's like one block will be great, and then the next block will be like I don't know, like the ghetto version of The Sopranos or something. Yes.
By the way, just by the way, Ghost Control is back in chat.
Nice.
Looks like Juan of Spain is on game 3 right now.
Well, Ghost Control is waiting on Sixpool, who's the guy who beat me, versus July Terran, who neither of which is in chat. So they're still waiting.
And Juan of Spain is in game 3, so they're 1-1 right now. And as soon as one of them wins or whatever, we'll try to get that game versus Ward.
Yeah, so in the meantime, Passer, I'm going to snag a cup o agua. Why don't you introduce yourself formally to the crowd?
First of all, I'm not Passer.
Sorry, I don't know why I said Passer. Sorry, Pluto. God. So I was looking at Passer's chat right when I said that. Freudian slip, dude.
Gotcha. But yeah, my name is SC2 Pluto. Co-casting with DJ today on his lovely stream. And I don't know, it's a Platinum Diamond tournament, so it should be great. Number 23. Man, it's been a lot.
Can you believe 23 weeks of this tournament?
That's great.
I remember when I signed up for like number 1 or 2.
Yeah. It's been a long time, and I do remember casting number 1. I've been casting since number 1.
I haven't been casting since number 1, but I've been playing in all of them because I remember I saw the like I said, the number 1 or 2. Oh man, you know what I hate? This is okay. Sorry, I'm gonna back this up for a second. So I just filled up like a nice cup full of water, and then I realized that my cat accidentally dropped food in the dang thing. Thank you, Pepper. That's awesome. Love you too, kitty.
Laura is back in chat.
Which means that there has been a change, and that's actually, I think, that's Tearing It Up's opponent, I believe, or one. It could be. It's either whatever, Maryville or that or him.
I just messaged him, so...
Alright, hang on. I'm still trying to figure out this cup situation because I keep coughing. No one wants to hear me gag on stream, so I'd like to get this cat food out and get my water back. Yeah, by the way, people, so if you, by the way, this is going to be a public service announcement moment. So, if you have parking tickets, pay them. Don't complain. Well, I guess you can contest them if your city offers such a service, but do not let them sit for over a year, or your car will be impounded like mine was, and you'll have to go at 10:30 at night to a really crappy part of town to go pay an astronomical money to go get it back. So pay your parking tickets, people. The more you know.
Yeah. And looks like Mar actually got knocked out.
So then we're looking for the other guy, the Vil guy. I can't think of his last name. Vil. Yes, Weevil.
I just messaged Turn It Up, so we should be okay.
All right, so that should be our match. Ward also expressed interest in possibly being casted. Unfortunately, he's still waiting on Constant and Juan of Spain. So
we'll probably go and get Weevil and Turn It Up then. Here we go.
Weevil and here's it is. It's
and the Moon Pluto. DJ and the Moon Pluto.
No, it's not. Hey, it's actually considered a dwarf planet. It still has the word planet in its name. Okay.
It can't be a moon because it doesn't like rotate a planet.
No, it doesn't. True, but I will say that Charon, its moon, really isn't that much smaller than it. To be honest, it's like 2/3 of its size or something.
The moon of Pluto.
Yeah, Charon.
That just means I got homies.
I know, but actually, you know what? They actually discovered that Pluto might actually have a second moon. Wow. And then you look at planets like Jupiter and Saturn, mainly because of their size. They've got something like, what is it? They think Jupiter's got like 60 moons and Saturn's down in the 40s or something.
Well, either way, July 14th, mark the date. It's when you get to see a NASA flyby of me.
A NASA flyby of you?
Yeah, NASA flyby of Pluto. July 14th.
Oh, yes.
The very first one.
Yes, and you know what's funny? Since all of us who've been born, actually, I'm gonna take that back. Since the Wild West. No, I'm 50. I'm gonna go back even further. Sorry. Since around the time of the Civil War, Pluto has yet to make a single revolution around the sun because it takes 268 years for Pluto to revolve around the sun.
I'm slow AF.
Yeah, well, you're not. You might be slow in space, but you're not slow in the head, and I think that's a positive.
Very much so. Turn It Up says we just have to do vetoes, and then he'll get the invite. So.
All right.
Looking in good shape here.
Yeah, I was getting worried. I mean, I had like 5 viewers, and I'm like, hold on a second. All I'm doing is talking to myself, and I don't have any actual StarCraft going on. This is gonna worry people. But anyway, but yeah, that guy down there, see below me, this is like the Brady Bunch. Actually, it does kind of look like the Brady Bunch because of the green screen thing. But you do see Pluto down there. This is DJ Spectre. Go ahead and follow us on our respective channels, which is twitch.tv/DJ Spectre, which you're already watching, or /SC2 Pluto, which you could just hop over there in a different tab or window, click the follow button, then come back over here and be like, let's go, dudes. So, let's see here. Let's go back here. I'm in the. You know what? I've got like 50 flipping windows open, and I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, same.
Oh, Miyoki, I'm sorry. You gotta be up. You gotta be up in 5 hours. Wow, you're a brave woman.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. 2 moons for Pluto, those shiny moons.
See, I told you. Actually, you know what's funny is the other moon for Pluto is actually it's called a planet. It's not a planetoid. It's basically whatever category above asteroid. It's like the next size celestial body, whatever that is. That's the other size of the moon.
Huh.
Going to Home Story Cup. Oh!
Their opponent is forfeiting. Well.
He is?
Yeah.
So they went through vetoes just to.
I don't know.
Why do we always get the weird things, Pluto? Why can't we just have people be like, here's some vetoes, here's some crazy shit with some Nidus worms and battle cruisers, and we call it a day?
Weevil says yes to actually go.
Okay. Alright, so what about Mara? Can we get Mara? Maybe Mara will take his place?
Possibly.
We need to get the admins to do that, though.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and message Bloody Rave.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do Scarecrow. Right? I'll do Scarecrow,
okay.
You do Bloody? Alright. See if Mara can take the place of Weevil, who just quit. Did he give a reason why he forfeited?
He said he had to go.
Okay.
So. Oh. Ward and Constant are ready, though.
Oh, you know, we'll have to do them then, I guess. We gotta go with the next game that's up. I'm sorry.
That That's okay. So Word versus Constant, U.S. versus Canada, and it is Canada Day. So
It is?
maybe, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's a couple. Or maybe that was yesterday. No, it was today. It was today. It's always 3 days before July 4th.
All right, so we're gonna try Baneling. Hey, welcome. By the way, well, I'd like to say I'm gonna give a couple shout outs to the people in the Chizat just in case. I'd like to say hello to Swang344. I'd like to say hello to Myoki, who is like a super fan for me. This person shows up for like every stream, no matter like what in the hell is going on. I could literally be like streaming.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Swang is from Georgia Tech.
Awesome! Welcome! I'd also like to welcome, who else? Someone else sent a message earlier in the chat. Rail King, I thought I gave you a shout out earlier, but just in case I didn't, hello. Bloody Rafe, what's up? You are one of the adminos of, actually that'd be an admina of ESL, which is the tournament we're trying to get casting here. But these players are so intense, they're going all 3 games, apparently.
They're going all 3 games. Yeah, it looks like Ward versus Constant. It's gonna be a good one. Do you know anything about these players? Ward plays Terran.
No, I have. You know what's funny is I accidentally minimized the chat and your face disappeared. I'm like, oh, Pluto's not there. Sorry, he's back. No, I've played. I think I might have played against Constant once, but Ward I know nothing about, unfortunately.
Well, they're both Terran players, so
yeah, that's why I remember Constant. All right, tearing it up. I apologize. He's like he's cool with that, so he gets it.
And,
all right, so fine. Are you in contact with either one of them? Because I will contact them if you're not.
Just give us a few seconds for vetoes.
Okay.
They're in the veto process. We'll probably just get a game invite in just a second.
All right. In the meantime, guys, I'm not playing any music that's cray-cray. I'm just listening to Monster Cat, and you can find that on twitch.tv/monstercat with a C, not a K. Someone asked me that one time, and I'm like, all right, I know it's the internet. We all don't spell our names normally. Besides, the fact that mine actually spells an actual English word is impressive. I should have had like 3s and R's and Q's and double V's, even though those don't have the words, those aren't inspector. So,
You
all
could
right.
do SC2 Spectre.
Yeah, you know what? I would, except for that just stuck with me since my days of playing Quake Online. Like, I picked DJ Spectre and I'm like, all right, screw it, run with it. Like, I've gotten like email addresses, you know, and like everything has just become that. And now it's like, I'm just glad it wasn't something really stupid like Pink Pickles or something like silly.
Yeah.
I do have an alternate pseudonym that I used when I played Unreal called Chili Bean, because I tried to go with like lithium, so it'd be like, oh yeah, dope, you know, that's a cool name, lithium. And they're like, no, I'm getting wrecked. I need a silly name because I'm just a fool.
When your own car betrays you, there's this like post on and by the way, we're getting into games, so
all right,
look for that invite. But there's this post on Reddit about this guy playing GTA where like he crashes and then flies out of his car.
Mm-hmm.
And
like, okay, so in the game, yes, okay.
Yeah, he's in the game. Crashes, he flies out of his car, and the car keeps rolling and then runs over him, and he gets wasted.
There have been some like whenever you play any kind of racing game, the cars, like the one thing I want them to use like the NVIDIA physics for like every car crash, but they don't support it in every game, right? Because then you'd see cool things like the side mirrors like bouncing around, and that's the thing I want to see is like how many pieces can I get my car into from hitting the same telephone pole, you know? Like if you just wreck it, like I want to see like the windshield and like the engine and you know, like I want to see like Optimus Prime basically explode like right in front of me. That's what I want.
Here we go.
Let's see here. But yeah, it's a couple other people that are lurking in the background here. We got Lilurx, I think that's Lilurx. We got Marlock, and we got Rek sitting also in the chat also. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us tonight. At some point, DJ here, myself, will actually go get his car back from the impound lot, because that's always embarrassing. Blah. Alright, got the game. There we go. Oh, shoot. I'm in game heart mode. Good. Observer mode's in game heart. Yay.
Cool.
I haven't gone
Just
full
need
potato
one more
today.
person. For the actual contestant, what's his name? Constant. That's what it is.
Constant.
So
It's
you
like
can get him in
constant
the game too.
for something. I don't know what the other two numbers are.
Oh.
Hey, by the way, guys, if you cannot hear something, like if the game sounds are too quiet, if I'm too loud, if Pluto, isn't streaming loud enough during crazy mine bursts in Protoss mineral lines or whatever, let us know, because then I can adjust those. I'm kind of strapped to boost Pluto, but what I can do is then make everything else relatively quieter so that at least it evens out. So.
Am I cute?
I don't know. You're in the chat.
I can boost myself if needed.
I can. Hold on. Let me invite here. I can invite him to the party, but I can't invite him to the game because I'm not the leader of the party.
He's queued. Oh.
How's he queued up? Oh, he's queued up for Ward.
He's queued up for Ward?
He
What?
probably is, but then we're trying to send him invites. Remember? It's
Yeah.
possible. By the way, this is the struggle, the internet struggle that is streaming and casting, trying to get players together, trying to get, well, casters together in my case, and now we're gonna watch some fun games. And if they aren't fun, everyone can scream in the chat, and we will berate the players playfully and say play better games.
If they're not fun, you make them fun.
Yes! So that means you tell them, like, Bane Rain and stuff. Alright, I gotta switch back to our main mode. So here we go, people. This is game one of the round of... What is this? Round of 6? This isn't the... What is this? The round of... The quarterfinals between Constant and Ward.
Looks like Majolki is actually on her phone.
Oh, well, hello, Mjolki.
That's pretty
Actually,
cool.
it's pronounce it like Mjolnir from Thor, and that's how you pronounce her name, Mjolki. Mjolki.
That's
So-
pretty cool.
Yeah, and I believe she's from either Sweden or the Netherlands. I think I guessed both of those, and she just simply said yes one time, and so I don't know what country she's actually from.
Whichever one the Home Story Cup is in. because
Apparently.
she's going for that. Or maybe she's going cross country for that. They're trains and stuff, right?
Yeah, Europe has got a heck of a lot better train system than our Amtrak. By the way, let's get these introductions done. Yeah, I'm getting a small amount of lag too, but I'm not sure why. Yeah.
No idea who it is.
Neither do I.
And we can't talk to them because we're not observed.
Yeah, what I'll do
Hopefully
is...
that just goes away.
Yeah, hopefully it does. And what I'll do is, in the meantime, on the right-hand side of the map, lower right-hand side, it's our blue Terran. It's Ward. And I'll try to do some fancy rotation things, even though I'm terrible at it.
And in the top, it's gonna be our teal Terran. God, we just chose the worst colors possible, but the teal Terran, it is constant.
Yes, it is. All right, and what I am going to do is I'm going to do something that I need to do, people. And you know what that is? In-game music! Yay! Because I'm a dummy and don't have it playing.
And I literally am never going to be able to tell these two Terran apart. There's just going to be a bunch of like Marines and tanks in the middle of the map and medevacs, and I'm going to be like, I don't know what's happening.
You know, that's how I feel about Zerg, because I can't see the colors on the Zerglings very well. And I'm like, look, there's Zergling on Zergling action. It's like watching an alien porno, but something's happening and I don't know. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Except replace the porno with killing each other for
coaching points, coaching time.
Yeah, coaching. I don't know, coaching, I guess.
But here we do see an identical structure opening. At least, you know, obviously depot barracks. So you know there's a gas for both players. Looks like the orbital goes down much quicker for Constant, which will give him a small boost in income if he decides to stay with tier 1 units.
Somehow had a much faster barracks.
Yeah, he did. There's a unique timing on this map where if you queue up 2 workers on supply 9, when you hit supply 10, if you rally your worker to right to the ramp, right as it hits, you'll have the exact amount of money to go ahead and throw that depot. So that's probably what he did. The difference is, though, is that Constant has the option for a wall. Now, you see a factory coming out of Ward, and this is very important. So if he decides to go ahead and put Hellions, then he will be able to go ahead and wall this ramp off, and the Hellions become null. In the meantime, while I'm giving that explanation, the Reaper gets a kill of the Scout SCV.
Well, he did scout that ramp, so he knows about the potential for a wall. Probably going to be a wall. There we go, the wall does go down. So maybe he will change his build accordingly, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a Stargate.
Yeah, he's going to pop this one Reaper in, but it's going to be met with 2 Marines. Good micro on the Marines, but the Reaper's just too fast, and he does manage to get out. He has 7 health left, but I bet you on his return trip he's going to end up running into one of these. Wow, he actually cancels the reactor on the factory and throws down a tech lab instead and throws down a starport along with it. So a little bit of waste of money there, but oh no, he gets good micro on a lousy micro on the Reaper, good micro on the Marines though.
Yeah, very good micro on the Marines. There's this post on r/StarCraft actually that says Naniwa's hooking up, and it's like Naniwa and Tiger Lily playing together on Archon mode or something like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Not like, and you know what the thing is? No, you know why? Because Tiger Lily constantly like juices about Naniwa. Like if you go to her profile page, that's all it's like she's like, I love Naniwa. Like I would do anything for him. So that's not a surprise. She's like a super fangirl of Naniwa.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but
it is.
I love Naniwa, so he's
Tiger Lily isn't bad on the eyes, but I don't know. Her StarCraft playing it makes me look good, and that's
that's saying something.
I mean, I applause to you if you play StarCraft, and I'm not bashing her for doing that, but I really hope that if someone goes watching or looking for high-level play because she happens to be Archoning with Naniwa, you're not gonna find it.
Well, you're gonna find the Naniwa part. He's high level, I guess.
He is. I think. And she plays Protoss, so I mean, at least she doesn't play Terran, so I can't really hate her that much. Anyway, there's a Banshee now that does not have Cloak. What? He didn't research Cloak.
Oh, he didn't get Cloak. He just got the Banshee.
Well,
interesting.
This feels very awkward. Like he was gonna go for Hellions, and then realized later, way later after his scout, that there was a wall there, and he canceled the reactor, put a tech lab down. He's got like an abandoned add-on here. Now he's got 3 he just seems very strange. Like he's building an extra reactor when he could have just swapped it with the barracks.
And there's a Viking. Like this is literally gonna do 0 damage. It gets 1, 2 SCVs. It's 2 SCVs. Totally not worth it, right?
Yeah.
You want at least 3 or 4, and try to keep that thing alive. So I don't know. It's just a really strange decision. Like you're already making the Banshee. Why don't you go ahead and get Cloak? I guess he just wanted to get the starport off of the tech lab, but I mean that's not that big of a deal.
This is quite a distance here. Hold on. There's a problem with my sound for some reason. I only have like music in one headphone, but everything else is coming in fine, including you. Anyway, this is a 1-1-1 build basically, out of constant, but he got his natural up so much faster, but he didn't put any workers in it, which was weird. So he had a base and he only had 1 worker mining out of it. The army value tab, if you look, they're still pretty even. I mean, income tab, they're actually surprisingly, despite the lateness of Ward's natural, Ward actually has the 500 mineral per interval advantage, despite having a lower worker advantage because of his mules running. Like, this is such an awkward looking and feeling match. Like, I don't know really what's going on because everyone's made 1 of something, and they both have now. Well, I guess technically Ward has more barracks, but
Ward has more barracks. Constant has the faster tank production, and now he's getting the. He put the barracks back onto the tech lab and made a new one at his factory. So now, eventually, Ward should catch up on the on that production there. And you're right. This is just such a queasy feeling game, and I don't really know what to make of it.
Yeah, I think part of what got it was the fact that, like I said, it was a suit. I really thought the Constant was gonna be like, screw it, dude. I'm going balls to the wall with the Expo, and he didn't. He put the Expo down, and then in the replay, you can probably watch. I mean, that thing must have sat there for 90 seconds with only 1 worker in it, right?
Yeah.
And then Ward's, Constance was finished, and Ward still hadn't started his natural, but it didn't matter because Constant wasn't doing anything with his. So, and now, Ward's just kind of like, all right, YOLO. I've got Medivacs leading the army. There is a Hellion here who's going to see this, and it's going to be flame on action here. But
Oh, we finally got a confirmation from Milky. She is from the Netherlands, but her name is Swedish, and she's going to Germany. Have fun. It's gonna be like 95 degrees Fahrenheit, so just about how hot it is in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know what's really messed up about this whole thing? It's not that in Chicago. Oh, the vision for Constant actually doesn't get to the tank that Ward can see. So if Ward moves his drop in, he actually will be able to take out this tank. And there it is. He gets the vision suddenly. He knows there's a tank there and he's dropping, but he's walking Marines right into it. But the other tank is supporting it. It's going to take out this one tank. The other tanks are completely out of position and they're stuck on their own ramp. The Vikings trying to chip away at the medevacs, but it's just not enough. That tank is just laying waste to that drop there, and so he's got to pull it out. He leaves one Marine up there on the high ground just simply to go ahead and give some, and decides to do another elevator move for what it's worth.
He's dropping on the tank on the low ground, so Ward actually needs to defend against this. But actually, all the Marines are not focused on the tank. There we go, now focused on the tank. So the tank is going to go down on the low ground there. So Constant does defend that low ground, but looks like the high ground finally get taken out, and basically just good defense from Constant there.
Yeah.
Eventually taking out all of the units. A little bit bad at first because he did lose that first tank, but eventually does get the rest of them at the bottom. But Ward already has 3 tanks out, so Constant trying to move across the map here a little bit and make something happen. I'm not sure if he's going to be in the best situation. Ward's been macroing at home, and he has a lot of production.
Yeah, their armies are exactly even at 1900 and 1900, and now the scan goes down, and he knows what's going on. Ward's like, screw it, sieging up, gonna put all my units here. What you got, bro?
Yeah. Plus,
and
he saw the movement across with the watchtower there, so he's gonna know exactly what's up. Milky says, I don't like Naniwa, and Tiger Lily seems like an esports slut.
oh yeah, here it is, the girl on girl hate. This is the crazy thing about it. Like, a lot of women, and this goes back to the comment where I would find she's like a gold level Protoss is what Tiger Lily is. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with being gold or playing Protoss. However, the general consensus is, oh, hold on a second. Ward's right into these tanks. If these tanks get siege up before Ward can get back, he pulls back just in time. Wow, almost the poor unit control there almost cost Ward his Marine army here. But you know, this is one of these times where like literally you take 1 or 2 medevacs worth of units, you know where your opponent is, and you just simply fly around it and land in one of the other bases, just to keep his economy low, or off, or weakened. And because all the tanks are sitting here, I mean, there's like what? There's one tank there. Where is another tank? Is there any other tanks? No, there's no tanks in the main. 1 tank in the natural, and basically no defense at all at the third for Constant.
Oh my god, it's gonna be 105 degrees Fahrenheit.
Where?
That is insane. In
Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 60 degrees here. It hasn't been warm one friggin' day here. We had one day that it hit like 85, and people's like, summer's here. We're like, nope, it's Chicago. It stays cold until like September, and then it just gets colder.
That's what you get for not living in the South.
Yeah, but you know what? I like my winter sports, so bite me.
I like the winter sports.
So it looks like actually Ward is going to do what I said. These guys are playing very static, and I hate to say it, but when Terran decides to go tank Marine, this is what TVT looks like. You end up with a contain that you can't risk moving out with unless you have enough Vikings. You can't take on in a frontal assault because of the tanks. And you don't want to risk your medevacs because you don't know if the other guy's got Vikings. And you can't risk your scans because you need the money to fund this war of attrition, basically.
Well, across the map, Constant is actually, getting his third saturated, and his income is skyrocketing right now. And he did see that drop move out with the.
So it's actually gonna be a double drop. These drops are gonna hit at the same time. Look at him. It's like a yin yang symbol on this screen, Pluto.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So there's a drop here. Okay, this is gonna be hard to keep track of. So this drop hits first, but there's more than enough units here, and he situated 2 tanks, just as you called. So Ward's drop is basically ineffective.
So much damage.
Absolutely. I mean, there is a tank here, and the tank is just laying waste to whatever's here. He's forced to sim and pull back his medevac or his units, but unfortunately, all the Marines are stuck here. The command center gets taken out, and basically all the Marines survive that. Wow.
Yeah, he did a lot of damage basically for free, and now Ward's gonna move out and try to take this watchtower, and he's just gonna try to do a little bit of damage at the third base. also a very good idea. But the drop from Constant is gonna be there to defend against the drop from Ward.
Yeah, it's like the meeting of the minds, and here it is. The moving drop from Constant actually is going to do more damage unless there's an upgrade difference, which there isn't. There are even upgrades, but the thing is there's just simply more Marines there, and everything of Ward's just gets nailed. However, Ward decides he's going to get move up, and I missed the battle, but it looks like he actually crushed that contain. There are no tanks left.
Yeah, it looks like
he did. He crushed the contain and damaged the medevacs. Wow, I didn't even see that.
I wasn't actually watching because of the double drops that was going on. So much action happening all across the screen. Constant have enough tanks at home to defend against this, I feel. But at the same time, this is a pretty scary army. It's all going to depend on the positioning. So it looks like Constant does want to try to position at the low ground here, so that when the rocks do eventually get taken out, he can
scan spots it. But what can he do? There's four. It's 2 tanks versus 8. Those things siege up. All he's going to do is pull his Marine back, select the tank, do the work, and there it goes. It is the artillery he needed, but will it be enough? He loses too many of the Marines early. Unfortunately, now it's tank-on-tank action, and with the vision bonus that Ward's giving it, the tanks now are actually chipping away at Constant's army. He sets a bad rally point for his Marines, and there's a drop now coming in by Constant, trying to go ahead and do something, but there's just not enough. Wow, he drops 1 tank there. He causes a little friendly fire, chips it down, manages to get 5 of the 8 tanks that were, sorry, 4 of the 8 tanks that were there, evening things up by some like miracle, and Ward is forced to push back. But that was very touch and go for Constant.
Yeah, I agree. But Constant has a much larger supply now. It looks like he did actually, use that production, that his faster third base to get a lot more production, and because of that, he's basically 30 supply ahead in terms of army supply.
Yeah, so. And he's researching bio or infantry 3-3, and he's getting level 2 for ships and vehicles, which there are no upgrades at all for Ward's army or for Ward's vehicles. So this is very slowly tipping in the favor of Constant, due to the fact that he now has a ridiculous fleet of medevacs. I mean, this is like a 2-to-1 Marine to medevac ratio here. You know, he's got a couple of tanks set up at his third. He's trying to turn that into a planetary, but this army is going to hit long before it, and he doesn't have any vision of it until he gets up the ramp. If he stims now, he might have a chance because the tanks are not stimmed. He does rush up, but the tanks, there's just simply too many of them, and Ward's army is going to vanish with those upgrades, and that's kind of that as far as this confrontation goes. He doesn't have enough workers here to make this planetary effective, and he's going to lose all of his medevacs. He does back out of it, but now the unfinished planetary is being chipped away at slowly, and these Marines are trying to stim up in here, but there's just nothing that they can do. They get a couple of the I can't see, but there's anything underneath there. There are a couple of tanks there. Yeah, I do see 2 tanks. And the planetary. Oh boy. Sorry. I gotta catch my breath, Pluto.
Yeah, this is actually really intense. It looks like Ward is gonna GG out. He just doesn't have the tank production that he needs. And that planetary that he was making was his main that he floated down.
Alright, did I just lie? I just crashed out of the client again. Yay, client. Input limit reached. I like how it says input limit reached. I'm like, dude, I don't have 150 APM. Like, give me a break. That's what it seriously says. It says input limit reached. Stop.
I just have to say, Milky, I agree with you. I think that Miss Magitech is super cool.
Have not seen Miss Magitech.
I haven't watched her, but like, or I have actually watched her, but I don't watch her on a regular basis. Like I've seen her once or twice, and she seems really nice. I didn't know she was a thing with Kevin, but yeah, I like Kevin too. So
Rotterdam, yeah.
Yeah, Roddy. He's cool. He's cool. So.
Alright, I'm taking that. Iron Fortress. Alright. Hey, I'm gonna send you a real quick. Where the heck is it? Oh, I didn't go out to our fun little stream. Why did? Okay, whatever. Just disconnected me. Alright, I'm gonna send you. Where is what I'm looking for here? This is what I gotta do. Oh, wouldn't need to move. What? That's not what I want. Shoot. Close that. How do I close that again? There. I need to. Oh, check the Skype admin chat if you're in it. There. I was about to type that in your chat, but unfortunately moved your window up, and I didn't want people to see that. So, all right.
Cool. Whenever I try to make iron.
All right. Alright, there we go. So there's that. Let's go back here. Nice, nice. Alright, let's see here. Why does it not tell me what I need to see? Oh, this is why. Hold on, I'm a Nimnard. There we go. God, I am so extra stupid. Man, like seriously, I'm clicking like error place that I'm not supposed to. Like error place.
Error place.
Error place. Pastor's like, God, this is gonna take forever just waiting on the finals. Oh, that's right. The BSG has got a loser's bracket in it. I did forget about that. Or does it this week? Doopadoo, doopadoo. Alright, I'm gonna turn the in-game music off for a moment, and we'll listen to some Monster Cat here. Sound. There. By the way, guys, alright, see you later, Myoki.
See you, Milky. Have fun tomorrow. Home Story Cup's gonna be great.
Yeah, you know what? I'm really glad to see that that much smaller tournament is still going, because like with the way WCS handled its point systems and gave so much preference to like the premier tournaments, like it's been really difficult for like smaller league tournaments to like get their stuff going, you know? Like you basically got IEM, DreamHack, and then there's another big Premier League tournament that you get WCS points for. What is it? DreamHack, IEM.
ESL.
I'm sorry? Oh yeah, the GSL derp. I don't know why I didn't think of that. And then you do have these other smaller cups like Home Story, which is actually like it's been around since like Wings of Liberty style, or even earlier. No, Icy Cup is what I'm thinking of from Broodlord. Sorry, Icy Cup. But Home Story is one of these things that's like, nah, screw it. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do, we're gonna have a tournament like every so often. It's gonna be big, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be baller, and you're gonna like it. Just get wrecked if you don't. So.
Okay, so we just need to invite Conf, but he's already in lobby. We basically just have to wait for him to get out of lobby before we.
Alright, I will send him a quick massage. Where is Constant? Here.
There you go.
There it is. I literally, just as I was messaging him, that was happening. Alright, so this is on Iron Fortress. Iron Fortress.
I think, Word's client might be broke.
Who? Oh, Ward's client?
Yeah.
I think everyone. Today is just like, what is it this week? I mean, like, you've had OBS issues for the second time in a row. I've got, well, like, I wasn't ready to cast, basically, and I'm like, herp, buttons, go, XSplit, hurrah, you know? And then I had to wait for a while, and then Passer was asked to actually cast both tournaments. Did I tell you that?
Passer?
Passer was, like, currently doing BSG, and he's like, and then I think, Bloody was like, hey, can you do Platinum Diamond? Because we can't reach DJ, and Pluto is borked. So he's like, yeah, sure. And they managed to, and then I think Ozlord stepped in to actually help with BSG, so actually awesome for that.
Yeah,
so thank you, Ozlord.
Thanks.
By the way, you are a wild man on stream, but I love it. You are a crazy dude. Like, you'll be really quiet, and then all of a sudden you'll just flip your pizza, dude. It's awesome.
Oh, Nani was coaching Tiger Lily. That's what's happening.
She must have paid for coaching.
And it's actually just hilarious, apparently.
Oh, you're watching it?
No, I'm not. But according to people on Twitch, it is just like absolutely bonkers.
Oh my god.
I will turn it on for a second here, but
yeah, you're like this is a must-see TV sort of thing, right?
yeah.
Anyway, so what we have here, people, is we have a video game. This video game is called StarCraft, and it has 2 people. Unfortunately, it's not red and blue, it's blue and blue. So in the lower right-hand corner, we have one of the blue dudes. It's currently our underdog down 0-1. It's Ward.
And in the top, it's going to be our teal Terran player. Up 1-0, it's Constant. And never mind, this stream is boring because Tiger Lily and Naniwa are both not here.
They're not there?
No, there's just like a blank thing. I don't know where they went. Okay. Alright, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, but she literally's got like a thing for Mr. Naniwa, and like literally like every stream, she spends at least 5 minutes professing her love for Mr. Nanny.
He is a lovable villain. He's the villain we all need and deserve.
So, speaking of villains, currently it's Constant who's winning it. He's winning, and a thing about this build, by the way, there's something unique about when you try to do this Reaper build, and that's literally what Constant's gonna do. Because, wait a minute, where is... Hold on, is Ward AFK?
Ward is just gonna go for a CC first.
I was gonna say, because I'm looking at this, I'm like, he's floating a lot of minerals here, but
he just started the game and left. He's like, the client can just do it for me. I'll just, my probes will just automatically know to attack when his army gets here, and they're ultra probes.
They're ultra probes. Is that like an upgrade where like they have like an AI core upgrade or something? Is that brand new?
Yeah, it's brand new. It's just like as soon as the army gets there, your SCVs will just attack and they'll never die.
Like it. I dig it. So we do see.
Research it for one mineral at the command center as soon as the game starts.
That's it.
And then you just don't do anything.
That's it. There is a unique thing here where you actually get one less worker in order to do this Reaper build because you have to sacrifice that one worker's minerals to build the the refinery in order to get the gas timing perfectly. I actually hate doing that because I have a problem with my econ anyway, but by like mid-game I've got like 90 friggin' workers on like 3 bases, so it doesn't matter because I end up killing it anyway. Unfortunately, 30 extra workers doesn't really help you when you have 30 less combat units. So
look at this. Tiger Lily has a boyfriend application on her stream.
Yeah, she does. No, have you seen it?
Oh my god.
So people have actually applied to it thinking that it's like legit, and it's just for fun, and she's had to clarify that all the time.
Well, yeah, but I would apply. At the end, it's like, are you Naniwa? Yes or no?
Yeah, I know, and that's how you know that it's like it's just BS.
like it starts out pretty legit, like name, age, location, height, weight, ethnicities. Do you play StarCraft? What's your league, race? How long have you been playing, etc., etc., etc. And then at the very end, it's just like, do you accept Kingsley as your god?
What does he say? Do you accept who?
Kingsley.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's her cat. Kingsley is her cat. Oh, the micro on the Marines actually snags the Ripper. That's actually very nice.
He could have gotten away. Definitely could have gotten away there.
He did, but that Reaper does drugs, so he was blinded by all the drug dust flying in his face inside that rebreather mask that he's forced to wear.
He was blinded and then he just ran into the bullets that took his life.
What happened was that mask is actually just full of like powdery bad substances, and he sneezed and couldn't see where he was going. So like there's like powder floating in the inside of it. He's like, ah, chew! And then he's like, ah, shit!
And then, no, he actually knew. He was just like, goodbye, cruel world, and then he ran into the bullets.
He's like, goodbye, cruel world, nitro jets and guns blazing, bang, 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 bang! I'm dead.
Yeah, that's how he died. But looks like Ward is actually gonna get away with this fast CC, and it hasn't really kicked into him in terms of economy just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Kicked in for him. He's only about he's getting to about 200 minerals per minute ahead. So that is significant. That's not.
Yeah, I mean his income. If you look at it, it is not quite. You're right. Well, now it's a little bit more even because there's a mule down for Constant, but he's supply blocked. So, I mean, it's about a 200 difference, but he's had that for a lot longer. Plus, he has the Harvester lead, only by 1, but still, it is a lead. However, the one thing he's lacking is an army.
He doesn't actually know where his opponent is. He has no idea.
He doesn't?
Yeah. Ward is actually scouting the map now.
Oh, wow.
He's gonna know. Okay, because of the watchtower, he's actually gonna know. But,
he'll have an idea, yes. If he sees his trajectory, yeah, he'll see it because the army's moving from there.
So this tank for a Constant has a potential to do quite a lot of damage here.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right. Bunkers versus tanks. What happens to the bunkers, Pluto?
Yeah, they just get wrecked.
See?
They just get flattened straight up against the wall. Looks like he's gonna try to repair here for a second. but his tank is 50.
Oh, it's got range on even the workers, and that's what he targets. He targets the one worker. The one worker goes down. He isn't able to get the one making the other bunker, but it ain't gonna matter because even with the range upgrade, you don't outrange a siege tank. There it is.
Oh, he actually gets the tank, and Ward has his own tank now. I don't think he's paying attention to it, but he does have his own tank now. If he puts it there on the high ground, maybe even a little bit closer to the edge, he's going to have a much better position here. So, Constant coming in with another tank, and I definitely think Ward is safe here.
Yeah, I mean, because the high ground vision, even with the extended vision, he loses the Viking, so now he doesn't have any range. This tank's going to go, and Constant's what once promising looking push is now been reduced to a field exercise.
He's been thwarted, DJ.
Thwarted! Oh, he's like, I thwarted your attack, Constant.
Exactly, he's like an evil villain, and Ward still has the watchtower, which is amazing to me. Like, Constant's been marching back and forth, and somehow never lost the watchtower vision. And Ward has an SCB in sort of an interesting location in the bottom left-hand side.
Actually, that was his scout location. I think he just forgot to bring it back.
Because
I think it went like over here and then like back over here, and I gotta do it to all four in case they're watching. So
I don't think they can see it.
Well, hey, who knows? I mean, the way I set up. I mean, I know you set up the lobby, but knowing our luck. Oh, by the way, I want to show you something. A neat feature on this map. Do you notice how there's this gas around the center here? You can actually hide in that with units, and as they walk by, they can't see you, and you can attack them.
That's true. Yeah, that gas is pretty cool, but I think you can see them if you have the watchtower, right? So.
Yeah, but the thing is that you can hide like a Zergling there as like a stealth scout or a mine.
The mine, could definitely do a lot of damage.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's on both sides in the center of the map, which is kind of a neat feature. Sorry, we're talking about this because there isn't a lot going on here. However, it looks like Ward is kind of like, Constant, I liked your tactic and idea. Why don't I do the same to you? But he does have a Viking, and unfortunately his vision is giving him, and he takes out the Viking and pulls back in time. But these tanks are out of range by at least a good third of an additional tank distance. So he's going to need to move these up or go to some high ground or do something. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to split them, but it gets spotted by the one because he doesn't have vision for the one. And this one's going to get taken out long before it's able to get away, and pop.
Oh! Nicely picked up here.
The hot pickup. That was amazing.
The bottom thing actually did get taken out. So, let's just using the setback to actually grant himself some little bit of vision. The bunker is eventually going to go down. And looks like Constant has a slightly larger marine force here, though. And that might be enough to push Ward back. Oh, he's just going to drop in the main.
Oh, and all he's going to do is just drop on that tank because the other one can't get to it. The tank will go down like paper. Oh, he gets taken out by the other tank, but it doesn't matter. He stims, he goes in there. He's actually going to prevent stim for Constant because it's a late stim. Holy cow, if he focuses down, he can have it, but so far it's at half health. He does kill the barracks.
He canceled stem. He canceled it, like, on purpose.
Oh!
What happens if you have stem on an add-on and then the barracks gets killed in the add-on?
It cancels it. No, it cancels it. So you can lift the barracks, and it does the same thing as canceling. The problem is, though, that he's got to wait the entire, like, astronomical amount of time it takes, which is like 180 seconds or something for stim to redo. Yeah. And that's exactly what he does, and it is 170 seconds.
Ward already has stem.
Oh,
this... For Constant.
Yeah, and you know what?
Push across the map. What?
Oh, no. This is not an engagement you want to take without stim. Oh, does he have an eBay? Where's his eBay? He does have Ward has +1 armor being researched. Sorry, I don't have the production tab open. I'm sorry, people! Shoot me! I'm not very good at this, the obs piece of like actually running or being in a StarCraft tournament. So pardon my stupidity. I usually leave it to smart people like Pluto. Come on here. Alright.
You should call me a smart person. Nice.
It's okay, we understand that you had to take, you know, cursive 12 times in 2nd grade before you passed. It's alright. We get it.
I took the limitless pill.
Really? So you too could remember obscure facts from when you were like born. Like that's one of the things. Like he remembered like when he was in his mother's uterus in that movie. It was crazy.
Yeah, that movie was kind of weird. Have you seen Lucy?
Yeah, I actually just saw that recently, and that was even more insane.
I have not seen it, and I do not want to ever.
No.
ever watch it. Ever.
You know what? Do it just to realize just how batshit nuts that movie is. It's not like nuts in like a good way, like oh my god, like they didn't capitalize on any of the opportunities. However, someone who is capitalizing on opportunity is the fact that Constant happens to have a 1-1 upgrade, which now ties the upgrade for Ward. Is there
Plus, Ward has stim.
Oh, I don't know how Constant is holding this off. Like, he is at a disadvantage. He cannot push out. He's in a mild containment here. I mean, he's got to
finish for Ward.
Yeah, and he's using his command center for vision, which is kind of cool. But the third base for Ward is like basically fully saturated. Like, he just plopped it down and said, "Screw this, yo." And Ward is keeping close eye on that army. He knows what's there. He knows where it is. He knows the composition.
Ward's actually behind in terms of supply. He needs to really ramp up his production while he has that 3-base economy.
Yeah. Oh, here it goes.
Oh, the tanks are in position. The rest of the bio units are farther behind. Ward actually has stim too now. He's a little bit more of an even fight. And actually, Ward is actually gonna lose 100% of his bio forces. Not before taking up a significant portion of Constant's bio forces, but Constant has the massive tank lead right now, and that's gonna make the massive difference. There's only one factory for Ward back at home, right? He's building a second one, but he's just gonna be so behind on this tank production, and that might make all of the difference right now.
Yeah, I mean, their upgrades are kind of even. I mean, Constant now is pulling ahead in upgrades because his are going to finish sooner. He is getting Combat Shield, which is nice. Something that not even Ward has, because Ward has not gotten Combat Shield yet. In fact, I don't think he's even researching it. So
he's not. That's weird. So Combat Shield is going to finish up for Constant. And I think actually I like Constant's position now. You know, he has the later third, but I still like his position. He has a lot more, sustain with that combat shield. He has more tanks, so he's gonna have more damage, and he's gonna be able to take a better position here. I feel like he even has more production.
Yeah, and here's the thing: Ward is going for armor, and what he really needs is damage for his weapons. And that's something he just doesn't have right now. And unfortunately, this tank assault on the third is actually going to make it very difficult. He tries to put some guys in a bunker, gives those Marines an extra few seconds. Surprisingly, one of them survives long enough just to get shot in the face with a tank shell, because that's the best way to die, is to be shot in the face with a giant bullet that's bigger than you.
Oh, Constant's going to back out of here. Very interesting. I think he definitely could have taken some sort of good fight here.
Yeah,
looks like Ward is very
he wasn't feeling it, and I think part of it's because he doesn't know where Ward's tanks was. He didn't throw down a scan to find out what was what was coming up the ramp from the main or the natural, but instead he takes his own third, and he maximum saturates it with 24 workers and minerals at his third.
That's crazy. So he's actually gonna have a better economy now than his opponent. And if we're honest right here, Ward has not been spending his money well, right?
No, he's not. Look at the resources.
He's supply block. He's banking up a lot of money, and Ward is gonna try to do a little bit of a drop here. He's scanning, and he's gonna try to drop in the natural. There's only one turret here. If he drops in the corner, he can potentially do a lot of damage, and that's exactly what he's gonna try to do.
And he does just that. He drops in 16 Marines in here. He stims them. He goes after the other workers. He decides to say, to hell with the turret. The turret is actually going to die. He does some damage here. He does scare the workers effectively out of there, but there's just too many units here for that to be much more effective than it was. He throws a couple scans down. Ward realizes there's actually no army anymore in front of his base. However, he does not see this massive one that's waiting outside of the third. And now there's a sensor tower down. So Constant is slowly putting pieces of the puzzle together here. Things that he's needed to do in the past and hasn't. He's managed to get, and he now does have stim. He does not have a upgrade in the tank as far as upgrades go. Game. Ward definitely has that. Ward has +2, but there is 3-3. Is it 3-3? Yes, there is 3-3 gonna finish for Constant before it finishes for Ward. So I mean, there's a small window of opportunity there while Ward still has.
Constant's actually gonna do a little bit more of a drop in the corner. And there's a sensor tower here to detect that. but let's see if the reaction is in time here. There's actually a tank, very possibly does some little bit of friendly fire. It looks like Constant is also going to gear up at the front of the base for a frontal assault.
Yeah, but
there's actually no bio here.
And there's another drop actually coming at the back, so while Constant tries to position his army, Ward's like, screw this, YOLO, hit the boosters. He sends in 3 tanks and a army of Marines into the main. We've got stuff going on over here. The planetary is going to have to really be repaired fast. It doesn't. It goes down fast. The tanks are sitting here just going to wipe everything out here. He has to pull out of his own fourth. Meanwhile, over here, the tanks and Marines of Ward's are just annihilating anything in this base, mainly because the fact that Constant's army is over here trying to take the game, and it looks like it's an attempted double base trade, but it's not going to work out in Constant's favor because of some late tanks that were there. But Ward, in the meantime, is wrecking face over in the main. The other bases really aren't doing anything for Constant, so he's in trouble here kind of big time. The one tank rolls in but gets picked off, and the few Marines that are here in Constant's base are just barely holding out against these Marines with 3 medevacs.
Yeah, Constant just realized he's actually super broke because he didn't actually saturate his workers properly. Ward is still doing damage here, and Constant just doesn't have enough of or he does have the economy, just doesn't have enough production to sustain a defense in his base, right? He doesn't have a factory in his main anymore. He does have one in the natural that is queued up, but he needs to put on more factories. He can only make one.
Oh no, look at this, all these, oh my god, the rest of his army's gonna die to a blockade of turrets. He loses everything, including 3 tanks, oh my god. Ward puts up 4 turrets, and it absolutely destroys everything.
And Ward is just gonna pick up and leave.
Oh my god. Well, Ward doesn't have anything left either. Like, literally, Ward's army, with the exception of these 2 tanks, he didn't have an army in the base, but this is gonna ruin it. Oh.
He can do so much damage. He's actually going to prevent mining at that location completely. So Ward actually has a better production right now. He has a lot of barracks, just a ton of barracks. 5 in the main, 5 more in the natural, and he does have his tank and Stargate production still going. So finally, he's gonna solve that tank problem there, and Constant is gonna start mining again at that 4th base. But his production is the main problem here. He's finally got those Stargates back up. He still has his natural tank production, but he doesn't have that many barracks, and that, I think, is gonna be a major problem.
Yeah, and one of the other things is you know how you said, like I mentioned, and then you concurred, this game felt awkward? This still feels awkward. Yeah. Like, there's like mass drops. I'm like, I kid you not, like right here, those 4 turrets wiped out the entire army of Constant. Like, they were all sucked up into medevacs and just toast. And he didn't boost past them. He just casually walked over them, and that's how they got picked off. He tried to drop the 2 tanks, but then the 4 turrets focus fired that tank, that one medevac, and it died instantly. In the meantime, Ward did some damage in the main, but to a base that's basically inconsequential because there's nothing there to mine except for 1 geyser, right? And then a bunch of Marines wiped out his medevacs and escape path. So while each person both has 4 bases going, they don't actually have 4 bases going anymore. They have like 2.5.
Well, Constant just put down his 5th base.
Yes.
And, given that he's not mining at the main or the natural, he is on a 3-base economy once again. But interesting location for his 5th base. It's pretty close to his opponent, given that the bottom one also is pretty close. But I'm really surprised that Ward doesn't just go and attack right now. He's actually quite far ahead. He's on to the same upgrades. I guess he doesn't really know how far ahead he is. It's like hard as a... we have complete vision, right? We know exactly what's going on. Yes. I guess Ward doesn't have that type of vision and therefore isn't entirely sure how ahead he is right now. But he's going to move across the map, and he just has a ton of Marines.
Yeah, and it's a 200 army. I mean, there's not a huge army supply. There's not a huge supply difference here. I mean, we're talking... Well, no, the army supply is huge. There's a 30-unit army supply difference between these 2 armies. However, all the advantages are in Ward's favor. He's got +2 weapons on the tanks, 3-3 on his infantry. Constant just simply cannot hold against this tank line. He has to pull back. He's got to focus on his upgrades, which he's finally getting +2, but he only has 1 armory. Like, you cannot take this fight without doing something, you know?
Yeah, and definitely the upgrade advantage, even on the Marines, the tanks, definitely Ward has the advantage here. So with this vision, Ward is actually going to be able to do damage to the production, to the the SCP line with these tanks here. A couple of Marines stepping forward. Gonna get a little bit of a quick kill there. They're actually gonna drop.
Oh, what's funny is actually Ward killed his own tank to drop on there, force this higher tank to go ahead and shoot it from a distance. So even though the Marines went to sacrifice, the tank actually probably should have a negative kill for having killed its own thing. A few Marines go in here trying to deal with the planetary, but the SCVs aren't repairing the planetary anymore. That's why you got to put them on auto repair.
But all the tanks here are completely naked. Alright, he is gonna not take advantage of that. So Ward is gonna get back, kill the planetaries, get back, and not able to...
Oh no, Constant does not have his tank sieged up. This is awful. He finally sieges him up at the last second. Ward smells blood and everything goes in here. He finally goes ahead and takes a major hit with the tanks. And Constance, again, now he smells blood. He's like, I got these tanks. He sends everything he's got in to kill these tanks. And now suddenly Ward's army disappears. Nothing got pulled into the medevac. His army lead just evaporated. And now Constant has double the army supply that Ward does.
Yeah, that was actually a very terrible engagement for Ward to take part in there. And he unsieged his tanks, he moved forward, didn't besiege them, and at the same time, Constant got the best cost out there. So Constant probably trying to come in here and overwhelm his opponent. Definitely just has way larger arms.
Yeah, and once again, this is one of these weird things, like these armies are just simply not dying. I mean, like, you've got even upgrades on the workers, or on the units, so the defender's advantage is in Ward's favor for the Marines. However, the tanks, despite the fact they just now got +2 weapons, are still showing up. And unfortunately, Ward's army is now evaporating to these 2 tanks that are coming to reinforce it. This one tank here needs to siege up, it does, but it's gonna go ahead and have to deal with all these Marines, and it just gets evaporated. Ward is doing his best. He's pumping out so many Marines. He's got reactors on every single one of his barracks, but it's just not enough. These 2 tanks have got 8 and 4 kills respectively. And now he's pulling the boys. He's stimming, Marines to try to pick off some of these tanks. He's trying to chip off the medevacs. He gets one of the tanks. He cannot kill one of the tanks. One of the tanks is still sitting there with 16 hit points. Oh my god, this feels so painful to watch, Pluto.
Yeah, Constant is just ripping through this, getting the best engagement, focusing on the tanks. And that's something I think Ward needs to do. His macro wasn't all that bad, especially towards the later parts of the game, right? He made lots and lots of moves. He was actually up on army supply. He was, his main problem was just taking bad engagement and not focusing on the tanks as well as he should have. So, and you know what? Back at home, he probably should have more tanks for well. He only had 2 factories making tanks, right? GG out of Ward, unfortunately, does get knocked out. Constant takes a 2-0 win and moves on to the round of 8, I believe. Or is it the round of
no, it's round of
4?
Yeah, sorry, semifinals. If you look at these graphs, I mean, like, if you look at this army graph for a second here, they were kind of even up until about the 900-second mark, and then Ward was just taking all kinds of hits. Like every engagement, he was losing the engagement. Then he'd get a bigger army. Then he'd lose the engagement, and this kind of went back and forth until the very end, when quite literally, like, he just no longer could keep up. And part of the thing is, if you look at resource collection rate, his was so erratic, whereas like Constance was ironically more constant.
So that means that Constant actually made a lot more SCVs. Ward actually relied a lot on his mules, and that's what caused the spikes. Yeah,
and you're right, absolutely, you're right. Look at the workers active tab. Look at that. Constant gets to 70 workers and doesn't lose a single one for nearly 10 minutes.
Yeah, definitely Ward lost a lot of workers there. And just the mules in general. Yeah,
it was in that drop in the main where, like, he just couldn't stop the drop in his main, because his army was out of position. But yeah, that was that was crazy at the end. What I'm gonna do real quick here is I gotta take a quick bio break, so I'm gonna flip on Monster Cat here, let you guys listen to some of that while I turn off the music of the in-game stuff, and I'm gonna let Pluto entertain you and tell you about the other ESL tournaments.
Sweet. So, once again, this is the ESL Platinum Diamond Tournament. For those of you not familiar, we do this basically every single week, every Wednesday at about 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central. It's this ESL tournament for Platinum Diamond. We also have a Bronze, Silver, Gold tournament. The prizes of which are coaching by a Grandmaster / Masters level player. And on Saturdays, we do another cup that's a Bronze Silver Cup a Gold Platinum Cup, as well as a Diamond Masters Cup. 3 different cups on the same day, once again with the coaching prize. And on a Sunday, we do the Open Cup, $50 prize pool. So the winner gets $50. And we see very high level play for that. Top GMs coming, and it's a lot of fun. So anybody who wants to come and participate in any of these either gets coaching or gets any of those other things. $50. Come and sign up, or just come and sign up for the fun.
Yeah, do what Pluto says. He's a good guy. You can listen to him 90% of the time. He only has like one bad idea out of like, 100. All right, let me rejoin this chat because for some reason it keeps DCing me. All right. So let's see who's in these other quarterfinals.
I gotta take a quick bio break, so it's your turn to entertain.
I will try to do that. I will make sure I don't go streaking without you, okay?
Okay.
So it looks like it's Constant versus Tearing It Up in one quarterfinal. We still have July Terran and Ghost Control sitting. Tearing It Up and Constant are in one semi, and then Quarter and Ghost Control are in a quarterfinal, along with Camu and Workhorse. And we will go from there. What is this? All right, so anyway, yeah, this is we're looking. It's gonna be one of two matches. It's either gonna be Constant versus Tearing It Up. I kind of want to actually do Kamui or Workhorse, but I don't think either one of them is in the chat here. Ghost Control looks like he's there. Let me see if I can chat with him. All right. Oh, you know what? Nikki B. Yeah, you know what? I'd like to go ahead and also give out a shout to Pluto. If you guys have not, go ahead and send him a follow over on his stream. That would be awesome. So go ahead and hit him up, give him a follow on his stream. It's twitch.tv/SC2Pluto. If you like what I do, I'm sitting right here. That follow button is, I'm gonna botch this looking at my own thing, but it's down in that corner, I think. Yeah, it's down in that corner, down there.
One of them corners.
Click that and follow button. That's what I'm gonna say. But that's what you need to do if you want to support Pluto or I. It lets us know that what we do doesn't suck. Or maybe it sucks less than some other guy, and you don't want to give him a follow. You can give us the follow. We'll take it. We're follow monkeys. We'll work for follows. Okay. So, actually, you know what, Pluto? What I'd actually like to do, if it's possible, if I messaged Ghost Control, but I think he's still in a match with July Terran. If it's possible, I'd like to maybe see just a different player, just to see if we can find one. But I don't think one's ready, unfortunately. So Constant, I'm sorry, so, Camu and Workhorse are still playing, and Ghost Control and July Terran are still playing. So, unfortunately, we're not, oh, we have Ward in the chat. Welcome, Nikki B. Red. What's up? Yeah, you know what's funny? One of the things that we noticed there, and this is just to give just an overview. This is not like to say, you're a terrible player, because you weren't. It was a lot of back and forth. I think one of the things that we noticed was you had an upgrade advantage, and you did really do quite a bit of damage in his main. I believe you could have kept hammering his main and been okay, but you did your worker production was a little eh. So while you might have been broke, and you had insane marine production, we think that a couple of more single drops here and there, maybe just one medevac in 2 different locations would help, because then that sort of splits up the army, and then you have the advantage upgrade. You very easily could have pushed right up the middle and just hammered him with your tanks in proper position. But we didn't think you played badly. It's just one of those games when you're doing like a mirror match and you guys are both going the same build, that it's just like that one mistake or that one second that you're not looking at the right place on the map, you know, just sort of costs you a match. It happens to all of us. Trust me on that, man. I play Terran.
Someone in the Tiger Lily chat says, Tiger Lily, why did you get Naniwa pregnant? Now he has to take care of his new son.
Oh my god. That chat gets nutty. Like, I see some crazy stuff in like Livy B, which is another popular female streamer. You don't see like crazy stuff in Livy B's stream, because like I've had like serious conversations with her. So for like going to her stream, it's like it's like going to like a, I don't know, like a bar, right? It's just like hanging out with a bunch of dudes. But Tiger Lily, I don't know, man. That's just a really like crazy fanboy thing, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Definitely is. Her chat's definitely way weirder, but there's a lot of trolls on her chat still. And,
hold on. We need to see if Tearing It Up is playing. Looks like Ghost Control. Oh, hold on. We can get Ghost Control.
Versus July Terran?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and check.
I'm talking to Ghost Control right now.
I think they might have already played like game 1.
Yeah, they didn't know it's 1-1. They played 2 games, but we can at least get the final game. We just got invited. Let me go ahead and, or at least I got invited. Invite Pluto also. Hold on.
Press F to pay respects to the mastermind, and then everybody in chat just clicks F.
I know, literally.
Oh my god. Does Kinsley like Naniwa?
I don't know. Hey, Jobber Throbber Love, whatever. Oh, hey, it's Constant. Welcome, Constant. How you doing? So here's the thing. There's a potential you might be watching one of these two cats, Ghost Control versus July Terran. They still have to go through their semi, but we're watching their quarterfinal match. This is game 3, so you get to see this. What we want to do is we want to switch it up, just so we can see a different.
More importantly, what is his name? It's like job to throw the lob.
Wow, you know what? I would have gotten that. I literally just thought it was like he just started like typing like the letter O like every 4th character or something. I have no idea.
To throw the lob. Whoa, we're on a cold map. All right, let's get started.
All right, why don't you kick us off here, Pluto?
Playing for Past Gaming, it is going to be our red Terran player, Ghost Control.
Oh, I went to the wrong base. Hang on. Sorry, I was actually not in the right mode. I had it minimized. I feel like an idiot. So now we're good. July is unfortunately going to get the star treatment here. Starting in the other corner, the other side, you know who it is? It's our yellow Terran. It's July Terran.
And they've already had 2 games go down, so they're actually, this is the 3rd game for them. Very interesting that they each take one game, and we know that they're very competent players. We've seen both of them before, casted them multiple times. They're both very good. So I don't know how those went, but they have a history between them. And to be honest, they Ghost Control.
Sneaky, and on a new map no less, because this is brand new for the ESL. This is Bridgehead. So you know what's funny? This path he's taking, if he tries to chip away at these rocks, then he'll be able to get in, right? So if you guys notice, there's brand new destructible rocks, which the first time I played this map, I didn't know that. And so what I did is I put tanks on this side and then high ground vision, because you can't land tanks on these, like, whatever these little building-looking things here, right? Yeah. So anyway, I actually was nuking, or not nuking, but hammering this area over here. But he can just chip away at these rocks and just go for it. But unfortunately, this scout...
It's going to take a while. It's 2,000... rocks. July Terran's already scouting right now, so July Terran's definitely going to scout and know exactly what's up, that there's some sort of proxy. And I don't think Ghost Control really has a way into the base.
Yeah, I think he thinks that these rocks aren't destructible, that they're like decorations on the ground. I think that's the issue.
Oh, he's going to float them in.
Oh, nice!
And wait, what? There's a 3rd barracks? Wait, you do this with 3 barracks? What is this?
He is.
That's crazy. He's crazy.
I don't know. I guess when you're on stream, you gotta do some crazy cray, and he's going cray. But guess what? July Terran smells something weird. He doesn't see an orbital command. He doesn't see any other buildings being built.
Oh, he's putting a bunker at the top of the ramp. That's gonna do nothing. He needs to be defending the other side. It's like in Game of Thrones when they're all fighting, they're not defending the actual problem, which is coming from the north. That's exactly what July Terran is doing right here. He's not defending.
I love it. Oh my God, the 3 racks proxy.
He needs to put the ball.
Oh no, Pluto! I need a moment of silence while I weep in happiness for this. Oh, this is so beautiful.
For anybody that wants to know how to play this map from here on out,
this is how I'm
match.
gonna beat Zerg on this map.
Well, Zerg will have the hat trick here.
I don't care. I'm gonna try it anyway. Look, behold in my hand that you can't see because the camera's not on. I have nothing in my hand. That is how many Fs I give.
And then all of a sudden, July Terran's gonna be like, WTF, mate?
Yeah, oh, he's not gonna be WTF, mate. He's gonna be like, all right, I need workers and 2 Marines to not die now. Pull workers, reactor with no money. I have no money. I can't use any other reactor. I'm making 2 workers. We're shooting things with red guys. They're shooting things. Oh my God! What's going on in the reactor? No, don't. Okay, workers, you can go back to where you want to work, but don't actually work because we can't actually do anything once it does.
One Hellion got out there.
Oh, 1 Hellion, but he's down to 1 Marine. This other Marine is put on delay. He cannot take this army. He's screwed. I hate to say it. July Terran is gorked. There is no way he can win. There are just simply too many Marines pouring out. There are 10, 12, 11 Marines. And he's gonna need everything he has to hold this, and he's not gonna have anything left afterwards.
This is so clever. So clever. Three barracks in the back. And somehow he is actually holding this. Very good micro, but he's losing so many SCVs. There's 2 Hellions out now. He's making a 3rd one. Finally got that money. And with good micro, he will actually be able to kill the rest of these Marines with these Hellions. But at what cost?
His whole army, I mean, like, he's got to repair this Hellion. He's got to get some SCVs over there. I know he doesn't have a lot of money, but he has to do it. The workers have to run, and he's going to try to, now, call him repair, yeah, repair. So he kills off, okay, he gets another Hellion up, that's good, but he's not repairing. He needs to be repairing.
Well, maybe he can't take some damage. Oh my God, just focusing workers now. That's brutal. Only 4 workers left for July Terran and the Mule, and it's just more and more units coming out for Ghost Control. I wouldn't even mind him sending an SCV in here to like make a bunker. I think that'd be so cute.
I think that would so VVM, but it doesn't matter because there's 1 Hellion. It's gonna die to this Marine, and that's it. He has no units. He has 1 worker, and now he has no workers. He could make a mule.
Why you have to cheese me twice? Oh man.
Twice? Oh, he must have done it the last game.
Oh boy. Oh boy, that is the greatest build I've ever seen in my life. Because like people are gonna, even if they scout, right? They're gonna be like, oh, he's proxying me. They're gonna make a bunker at the top of their ramp. They're not gonna check the back. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Oh.
That is beautiful. I'm sorry, but like, I know it sucks to be cheesed like that, but that is just such a beautiful game.
And we got West Point 1221 in the chat saying, oh, well, never mind. I think that's VM. Maybe I won't repeat that. Oh, you know what? Shoot. You can read it on my screen because I forgot my overlay has the chat in it. Whatever. Y'all can just read it, and I won't comment on it. But anyway, I mean, if you look at this, the army value for it obviously was in favor. There was a small chance here where the army values came close together. But what happened was it was just the workers active that killed July Terran. It's unfortunate for July Terran. We've seen him go far. We've seen him go long. We've seen him go deep. But today, the cheese was deeper than July Terran.
In the ESL chat, Ghost Control says, "I know I can't beat you straight in a macro game." So that's why
at least he admits it.
He's been resorting to cheese, and that's exactly what I do on Ladder anyways. So, here,
well, July Terran, welcome to the stream, by the way. Thank you. My stream is a little bit, like, horky-dorky because, like, I wasn't planning on doing it. Plus, everyone needs to see Pastor's face. And also, I decided to push the envelope and decide if my internet would die with video chat, which, by the way, it's kicked me consecutively out of every single match since I started the video chat, Pluto. That's some kind of record.
Wow.
Yeah, not a great record. It's not one, it's like, you know what? I've killed the most people ever in the world. And you're like, well, that's, like, nice for you, I guess, but no one else really appreciates that. That's how I feel right now.
You're worse than Hitler.
Well, maybe, but I haven't murdered anyone and decided that you had to be blonde-haired and blue-eyed and you know, and scream for the Aryan race ever. But Mainly because I'm brown-haired, brown-eyed, white dude from not Germany. So I should correct that, from not 1940s Germany. Because Germans now are badasses. They're awesome. They're fun. They used to have some of the. Apparently, they've got some of the best nightclubs there ever. I don't know. I've never been, but someone's got it.
I don't go. I have a couple friends that went there this summer, and they said it's been great. So, how is Constant versus?
Oh, let me check. Constant. You know what? He probably hopped into his match, but I can always bother him. Oh, let me see. He may not be. Hold on.
He's not actually. He hasn't played any games yet versus.
I think he's waiting for Tearing It Up, but I don't know where Tearing It Up is.
Yeah, I have no idea. He might have died.
Oh, he said his opponent's is not ready. Okay.
Well, yeah. I guess since they haven't started yet, we can always cast that game. And at the same time, you know, Kamui versus Workhorse hasn't ended yet either. So.
Do you know what game? Do you happen to know what game they're in?
Nope, no idea. I don't see either of them in chat either. So.
I don't want to bother them because it's like a tight match, and I'm, you know, spamming them. Want to be casted? Want to be casted? Come on, answer me. Why don't you answer me? Are we not friends? Are you not friends? Come on, come on. I don't want him to like lose the match and be like, shut up.
Yeah, but.
By the way, can you guys hear Pluto okay? I want to make sure you guys can hear Pluto over the music and the in-game sounds. I have no way of boosting him, but I can lower everything else so that you guys can at least hear him. So if you guys can't hear Pluto or something else, let me know. I will boost what I can and try to even it out. So let me know. I know it's a 90-second delay, but still, let me know. If you can hear everything, type a 1 in the chat. If you're...
Actually, Mara advanced, not Tearing It Up.
Oh! So what the... Hold on.
So, Weevil actually got the, I think, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, it looks like Mara did advance, because maybe Tearing It Up wasn't ready or something, but...
He did, okay, that's funny. Oh, that was you. Yeah, where is Mara? Are they trying to find him? Oh no, he's there!
No, he's in here, he's in here. Mara versus Constant, okay.
Alright.
So we can catch that game. That'll be our first semifinals.
Alright, hold
on. The liver is the only human internal organ that is capable of regenerating itself.
So why haven't we cloned those cells for the rest of our body? Like, come on. Where's the stem cell research? We're like, hey, we want to grow whole appendages. That's great. Why are we doing it on, like, whatever, like, lizards and geckos? I mean... Like, we already have an organ we can do this on, people, okay?
Why am I not the Wolverine yet?
I know, like, literally, I mean, good lord, I mean, we can get to the adamantium, but give me the healing rate.
So, according to, you know, have you been to PC Master Race on Reddit?
I have not, but I should because we have a PC, and we are the Master Race.
That's very true. That's why I'm on it. So
lies. You really are just a PS4 player. You just moonlight on PC, right?
Well, I do have a lot of consoles, but I don't play on them to them.
Do you have them all, like Pokemon? Like, do you have like all the consoles?
I did not catch them all.
Okay. You know, anyway, you're saying PC Master Race.
If you have a computer, then you can get all of the simulators. So.
No, I want all the consoles, and I'm going to stack them up on top of one another, except for the Super Nintendo, apparently, and the GameCube, which require really careful balancing work because the cartridge sticks upwards.
Oh. Well, you just put them sideways, I guess.
Well, no, that'd be totally gangster. Like, it's like you hold your gun sideways, you hold your old school console sideways. Okay, that was a really terrible joke. Don't even give me the pity laugh. Just don't do it. Because it was that bad. Anyway, so back to the thing that's gonna be funny, because you're gonna make it funny. It better be funny, Pluto, by the way.
Oh boy, looks like PC Master Race, instead of gilding people on Reddit, you know how you can give people gold by like paying $5 or whatever.
I guess, yeah.
That's how Reddit makes money, I guess. But instead of giving people gold, somebody's trying to get it so that people just give other people Steam gift cards. Which is super cool, I think.
It is, dude. You could give someone like a $25 gift card, and like they could buy the entire Steam Summer Sale, like all of it. You know, because like Steam Summer Sale is like buy a game for 41 cents. I'm like, why is it 41 and not 40 or 42? It's like Steam Summer Sale. I'm like, because it's 73.5% off. I'm like, who comes up with these numbers?
I think they just take like a giant like dartboard, put numbers on it, and just throw darts, and wherever it lands, they multiply by like the next number and divide by 78. That's like the final number. Like
no. They divide by 78.1. Because that's got to. But I think you're right with the dartboard, because I kid you not, when I bought the Left 4 Dead series, like it was $8 or $7 or something for the duology, but like one game was like $2.62 and the other one was like $3.67.5, and I'm like, or whatever the number that makes like $7, right? And I'm like, I'm like, really? Like $2.62.
Just weird.
Like, what if you haven't gotten your allowance and like and you only have like $2.50? You know?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, do you get your allowance in like the form of e-money or?
No. I get my allowance in the form of being allowed to like being fed. That's, you know, it's like my parents let me out of the closet from time to time, and they hand me a bowl of gruel that's cold, and they're like, "Here's your allowance, kid. Go back in the closet where you belong." I'm like, "What?" I'm like,
but little did they know that your entire setup was in there.
I know.
The GTX Titan.
I know. No, not the GTX Titan. My quad GTX Titan. It's what keeps me warm, because they also turn the heat off in the closet too. Because remember? So literally, when my ass is cold, I literally have to sit on my computer. Like, I joke. It's like the old Tom Green thing. My bum is on my. Oh, we're missing someone. Hold on. We need.
We're in the
there.
wrong...
Okay, so you're there. No, they were like, someone was like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "No, Pluto's not there." But no, it's like the old Tom Green thing. My bum is on the PC. My bum is on the PC. My bum is on the PC. That's what, did you ever see the old Tom Green skits? They were retarded. Like, you see like a dead moose, and he's like, "My bum is on the moose. My bum is on the moose." And he'd sit on the dead moose. And then he had some other thing where he decided that he wanted to go treasure hunting with like scuba gear. And he's like, you know how there's always like treasure at the bottom of like, you know, sunken ships? So you know what he did? He took like one of those like little plastic toy boats that you put in your bathtub, and he put it in like a mall fountain that had change in it, and then climbed into the mall fountain in full scuba gear. And like, no, but there's only like 1.5 feet of water, so even when he was like, quote, fully submerged, like the scuba tank was still sticking out of the water, and he's like trying to flap around with flippers and stuff, and he's like gathering up the nickels and pennies and quarters, and like security came up and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm taking a bath." And then he points like the little ship that's out there, and he has like, you know, when you go scuba diving, you've got one of those little tethers that's like a floating arrow that lets you know there's a diver below. Yeah, he had one of those also floating too in the fountain.
Floating? I mean, like, was he enough to be submerged?
No, that's the point. Like, it was only like 2 feet deep, and like he couldn't actually fully submerge himself.
I mean, technically, if there's a fountain and people just throw money in it, you can just go and take the money, right? Like, there's no law against that. It's just money, right? I mean, I don't know why you would. It's probably like $1 in there. But
I know. And it's probably got like every kid who's had like pneumonia is threw it in there. And even though that water is like sterilized, it doesn't matter. Like somehow like diseases and bacteria can live on asteroids in deep space in like frigid cold for like thousands of years. Kids have diseases so strong that they can survive chlorinated water, okay? I mean, their parents wash them, right? With soap. Yet somehow the parents always get like double pneumonia, flu, death, AIDS, like Ebola, space flu. And like the kids kind of like, I'm naked and playing in the backyard. Like, how does this work? Like bacteria can survive anything. Like zombie apocalypse, nuclear war, StarCraft. I guarantee you that like the Protoss are gonna get like the flu, and then that's the end of it, and the hybrids are gonna win the war in Legacy of the Void.
The Protoss are gonna get the flu.
Seriously.
That's how it all ends.
That's how it all ends. Like literally, it's like War of the Worlds. It's like they do have the Colossus. All you have to do is like sneeze on them, and that's the end of the Protoss race.
Right.
You're like, what killed you? Rainer's hangover. It's like, what?
Hangovers are contagious. Today I learned.
I know. Alright, let me make sure my hotkeys are set. Alright, good. So, starting down in the lower right-hand corner, the first Zerg we've actually seen today. It's the orange guy, it's Mara.
And in the top, our teal Terran player, it is DIOD's Constant. It's like bring your own beer, except with D's.
With D's.
I don't know. like BYOB is like DIOD.
Oh yeah, DIOD. Like what? Oh dude, I got one that's so nasty. Oh my god, I just thought of one that is absolutely terrible. I so want to say it online just so that Scarecrow is like banned. Aside.
Put it in the Snapchat.
Oh god, this is so bad.
DIOD. I just saw it. Okay, yeah, we're not saying that was true. Use your imagination, folks, and you will figure it out.
Whoa! By the way, I still have Monster Cat playing. I'm sorry, I gotta switch this. Hey, hang on, peeps. Let's go back to have in-game music, because you know, even though we all love EDM, right? There's at least 4 country people out there. Some of us do enjoy hearing the in-game stuff for the sake that it is in-game. So you'll have the in-games for the in-games. Anyway, so out of these two guys, for the Terran player, we do see a standard build. It looks like he's gonna have enough gas basically to get that Reaper out in like a couple of more seconds here. Usually against Zerg, I've started to like to go only 2 Hellions, not the full 4, because Zerg now so often do the meta of like, hey look, I know there's Hellions or Reapers coming, so get a spine, block my ramp with Queens, and make like 2 rounds of Zerglings, right? So you send in 2 Hellions, mostly to scout, but if the Zerg doesn't do it, then you do have the opportunity to do a little bit of damage. You're not going to get a lot. You really need 3 Hellions to one-shot drones, but I've found that making 2 early allows you to expand quicker, because you'll make 2, you know, you'll do your thing, you get your expansion a little bit quicker, which kind of puts you on a little bit even footing. So I'll be curious to see if we do happen to see any Hellions at all in this match, because we do see the command center first. Command center beforehand.
Doesn't look like Constant wants to make that second Reaper. So the first Reaper is going to head in here, has a little bit of time to do a little bit of damage, but other than that, isn't going to get too much done. 4 Lings actually. Oh, almost got this around.
That was close. That Reaper was cheating death by the skin of his teeth. All he needs to do is wait for those Zerglings to come down that ramp, and he can run back up, and he can kite these things indefinitely, which is actually kind of nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Spore crawler, actually.
Oh, we'll go Spore Crawler instead of Spine, but still, either way, you know, it was a panic move, and you know, he's probably like, hey, look, there's Banshees coming, whatever. Oh, he decides to cancel it. No big deal. It's only a loss of like less than 20 minerals, so that's not a bad exchange for not losing the drone.
The Spore Crawler is a little bit cheaper than the Spine Crawler, so a lot of the pros will prefer to make the Spore Crawler just to save those extra 2 minerals or whatever that you save. And probably, you know, save that and use it later for their Steam sale. So that's probably what they're...
Yeah, you know, because drones play games too, right? Isn't that how? Yeah, drones play games too. Yeah. So I'd like to welcome a couple people to the chat. I'd like to welcome Scarecrow, one of the ESL admins. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I'd also like to welcome Ghost Control, who we just casted. And Nikki B. Red, who actually we casted earlier. We casted Ward, so he unfortunately got knocked out, but not without one heck of a fight against a mirror match. And that's the one thing, like, we usually see identical mirror matches for things like Zerg, where it's always like, oh, it's Roach Hydra, it's Ling Bling, or Ling Bane, blah, 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 blah. In this case, it was Tank Medevac Marine, and very few Vikings. There was like 1 or 2 in that game, but not a lot. So he did his best against it, and here it is. Here's the 2 Hellions that I mentioned earlier. Like I said, this helps to try to get the expansion. In Constance's case, he went for the expansion first before building the factory even, but that's another option. He also was like, you know what, screw it, YOLO, let's make a 3rd. Let's out-econ the econ race, which is Zerg.
Yeah, he's actually going up to 3 commitments very fast. There's a lot of links now, but the Hellions are still chilling in the middle of the map. It's going to be joined up by their 4th 3 and 4. This Overlord is in deep trouble right here for Mara. Constant's little Marine there, little Jim Raynor just focusing that down. It's already at 40, going down to 20. Might get away.
Oh, he gets in, and I zoomed in right as the blood. You know what I should do is I should increase like the physics so that you see the crazy blood. But look at this. They're going after the third. It's Hellions and Reapers. It's fun time. There's 3 queens here to do it, but there is a back door to this thing, so he can just scoot out of here and take very little damage. Those those Zerglings are not really gonna do the job against this composition. They can possibly get us around, but
very unlikely. There's not really enough links there to do what he needs to do. 2 more Hellions coming across the map, and with the 6 there, he's going to be able to do lots of damage these small numbers of links. He really does need the roaches out. Looks like he never actually made a Roachborn, so he's going to have to rely on these links to survive. 2 Evo Chambers are out. He does have that bathing nest, so he's going to be able to make bathings. Once again, not the best against Hellions, but if Constant had chosen to do some sort of like all-in right now with an armory and just a Hellbat Marine push, he would have just won. Like, straight up, he would have just steamrolled his opponent. So, I guess Mara did...
Although the Hellbats, the Hellbats, you transform maybe like 2 or 3 of these into Hellbats, and you use the long range so you can sort of like stagger them. That's the one thing about Hellbats, they have to be fanned out. So what I found is you have like at least a couple of your Hellions not in Hellbat mode, and that way they can sort of overshoot because there's no friendly fire. The Hellbats in front, so you can cluster them up into a tighter little ball versus smaller amounts of Zerglings. So does he have the armory? Where do I see it? No, I do not see the armory yet. So he won't be able to do that. So ignore everything I just said, people. However, hey, Pluto, real quick here. How do I block chat? People from messaging me directly while I'm in game. Is there a way to do that?
You cannot do that until you're out of game.
Frack.
Unfortunately, I don't think. So, yeah, I did forget to do that before, and you just have to, when you go offline, when you go out of game, you have to change it so that oh, Milky's actually giving up on sleeping. You have to change it so that you're on busy, and then it'll not show up.
Fubar.
I don't know if there's another
you know,
way,
maybe I can't do that. Let me see here. Options, gameplay, maybe. Oh yeah, no, the gameplay tab is here. Where's it at? Frack it. I'll do it later.
Yeah.
All right,
so anyway, figure it out.
We still have this batch of Hellions and Reapers holding down the central tower. However, that's not mattering because there's Zerglings coming over here to the right-hand side, trying to poke in.
Counterattack here.
Yeah, and the Spire's nearly done, so he's saving up Larva, I believe, for a round of mutas. Does he have the gas for it, though? He does have the gas for 5 mutas, so he probably can pull this off. And he does know exactly where these Hellions and Reapers are, because they just poked under creep, which is a bad idea. And these Zerglings actually do make their way in here, and do get several kills here.
Yeah. So the bunker does finish out, so the Stem Marine Force is going to be able to push this back. I would think Hellions might even give a little bit of a chase, and he will be able to, you know, put a couple of Marines in that bunker and keep that safe from any more run-bys. But the Zerg has gone ahead and tried to take another expansion, so he's going to go for this Mutiling Blink composition. I think he has far too few Banelings and Links to actually do any type of real damage right now, but still working on those upgrades. I don't know. I like Constant's position right here.
I do. I mean, he definitely has the army superiority. Right now, he can attack and do some serious damage because, I mean, even though there's mutas out, he's got more than enough Marines, and the Marines have combat shield and stim, which will just literally shred mutas like flypaper. But he doesn't know the mutas are coming in, despite the fact that he's pushing out for an attack at the right moment. The mutas are coming to this base. The turret isn't finished yet, and the bunker's out of position. So the mutas are going to get some free workers here as they go ahead and chip away and wait. The 4 Marines here do stim and come out of the bunker and try to chase away this little, this small force. But it's, you know, he's going to have to do something here, and he's got his army sitting on creep, so unfortunately he's revealing his position, and he's not throwing any scans down to clean up these creep tumors, which now take off about 40 to 50% of the map.
Yeah, that's a pretty good creep run here. Lots of tumors too, especially over on this right sort of side. I'd actually like to see that just a little bit more spread, but still not a bad job. And Constant is moving in here now, just putting a little bit of pressure, forcing the Zerg to just not drone up, putting a little bit of pressure here. I'm not sure if he really wants to commit to this engagement, but Yeah, he, you know, definitely. Oh, that's a lot of banelings now.
Yeah,
I
and a lot of zerglings
earlier.
too. The issue here is that even with the hellbats that he's got, he can still get a darn good surround on the front and the back and do it. He lays a mine down that I heard, but I don't see where it's at.
Yeah, there's 2 mines right here.
Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. I thought it was a Marine's face. He does line up 2 more. He spreads out his Marines fairly well. He allows an attack. That actually was surprisingly not effective.
Yeah, there's still way too many Marines here, and there's still a lot of banelings to be honest. But I don't know. That first sort of attack didn't really do all that much, and more banelings just exploding into hellbats. Even them exploding into the bio. There's more. All the widow mines have you know expended their shot, but there's not that many banelings left here, and all of a sudden Constance is looking pretty good. Oh, pretty good shot there though.
Unfortunately, I missed it because I was checking out the harassment and the baneling flood that's actually coming towards this 3rd base of his. They decide to go for the Marines, and they do get some of the Marines. They go after the mines. They get the mines. He does get the Marines and the mines. He does a little bit. He does stall another command center actually here, and there's a couple of Zerglings still chipping away at the 3rd up here of Constant. It gets cleaned up nicely, but it's still, there's a depot and another command center that just isn't up there. I do see this push here with these Marines coming in, trying to do something against this bling bling composition, but there unfortunately is just too few of units now, and the mines are basically gonna be. Oh, is he gonna get? Oh no! If the mutas fly over that, they're gonna be so screwed. A couple of the Zerglings fly in.
He's gonna bait them very smartly. Oh, lots of perfect fire extender. And now the Thor is out there, you're just gonna have a little bit more trouble engaging with the army.